Hey, this is Mudball Mike, and you're watching the Mudball News, March 23rd, 12:03 a.m. Decided to do the Mudball News. Hopefully my audio will be good. I remembered to turn down the speaker to zero, and I turned the mic up, so hopefully this works. We'll see. I just logged into Hungry for Hits for a minute. No reason, just because I saw the tab up there. So I click here to go to my account. What's the news? I made a new song last night with Suno. I didn't start with Suno, but I ended up making it on Suno. It's called MF Boooyahh. I have sent it to my friends. I have posted it on different Facebook groups. I put it on YouTube. And I'm not getting much of a reaction on it yet. But I think it's a really good song. It's very catchy. The verses are unique because they're all very different. I didn't use like the same verse pattern on. It's one of these things where I wrote the words and then took a certain style and input that into AI music generators. So it's my words. I actually came up with the chorus first, and then the words came to me after that. And when I say came to me, I mean came to me. The title came to me first. That's why I wrote the chorus first, and it just kind of flowed right out. So if you're a poet, if you're an artist, writer, anything like that, you understand what I'm saying when I say it like comes into me, this information. So I was sitting here. I hadn't even planned on doing music last night. I sat down to do some advertising, actually. Speaking of advertising, affiliate disclosure, anytime I make a video, there might be links in the video or mentioned or underneath or beside it or anywhere in the world. So if you find my link anywhere in the world, including those just listed, I might earn a commission if you click that link, whatever it may be. So I was sitting there last night. I was going to advertise some things, mainly my team build that I'm working on. And then this chorus came to me for this song, MF Boooyahh. So I went into an AI program actually called Sonato and started writing this song. So I wrote the chorus first. After that was done, I was sitting there and I'm like, I got to think of some verses. Started trying to think, and I'm like, no. And I couldn't think of anything. And then I stopped myself. I'm like, no. It's got to come in. It's got to flow. I can't think of it. It's two different things. And I wasn't thinking of anything, actually. I'm like thinking, what am I supposed to write next? So then I stopped trying to think, and I let the flow come in. And the words started coming. And I got words coming that I've never even heard before. So I don't even know if it's a word. Like the one is bitch be flancing. I don't know what flancing is. Is that a word? Is it some kind of slang? I got no clue. That was one of the lines. So I just write them as they come into my head. I write them down, and it just flows. It just works. So got all that written down, and I'm working. I got my Sonato AI music creator software up. Get these words done. Click to create it. It says I'm in a queue. Not only am I in a queue, it's going to take 1 hour to get through this queue before I can even get my songs processed. Well, I don't want to wait for an hour. So what I do is I go over to Suno. I copied those lyrics that I wrote in Sonato, copied them, went over to Suno. At this point, I decided to do something else too, because I really like the music of Jay-Z. So I went over to Gemini and I told it that I need a Suno style that I can put in Suno that's kind of, like the music that Jay-Z would make. So it gives me like this general description of the type of music that Jay-Z might work on. So I copy that, go over to Suno, put that in the style. And then it was the lyrics that I wrote in Sonato. So then I generated the music, generated the songs in Suno, and it made two like it always does. One of them sucked. The other one was awesome. I love it. That's the one I published. That's the one I made a video out of. So that's what's up there, and that's how it was done. That is what's happened. Later on, I went back to the Sonato after it had finished, and I listened to both of those tracks. They both sucked. So that's how this stuff goes. You don't know what's going to come out. It might all suck. I wrote one earlier tonight. I was trying to make something like Motley Crue, the first album, the one before Shout at the Devil. It's escaping me right now, but whatever. I said, let's make music like that. And I told Gemini to do that. And I described it in detail what I was looking for. I gave it a song title and said, I want it like the Too Fast for Love. That's the album. I said, I want to make it in the style of Motley Crue, Too Fast for Love. And then I described Vince Neil's vocals and everything. And I wanted that style of heavy metal music from that era, in the style of Motley Crue. And then I gave it a song title. And I hoped it would do that. Well, it came back and told me it could not do that because, I guess you're not allowed to make a Motley Crue song because Motley Crue would be pissed. So anyways, it gave me something else instead. It created a different song with a different title and everything. But it said it represented the music of that era, so it would do that. But that's not what I wanted. So, like, you can't, like, do everything you want to do, But you could try. So then I put tonight, somebody posted in Facebook. They made a post here. Can I get back to the front of it? It says, drop a link and I'll rate your song out of 10. So I submitted my song to be rated. And there's a bunch of people submitting their songs. And it's AI songs to be rated, Suno songs, basically. Because it's in a Suno group on Facebook. But I put MF Boooyahh up in there to be rated. And they gave me a 7 out of 10. So I'll take that as being pretty good. In my opinion, it's more of a 8 or 9. But 7 I'll take. It's pretty good. So then we'll talk for a second about the GDI team build we're doing. I'm not, not trying to rope you in or anything like that. It's just more general. Some people join this or join any of these things with too high of an expectation of how the speed that things will happen. No business is going to be created overnight. First of all, you got to realize you're going into business. What are you going to sell? A product? What's your product? Is it a digital product, a physical product? Is it something that's actually useful to people? Is it just a bullshit product that somebody invented, like an ebook? People do that. They'll make a whole business out of just some ebooks, and they might not. These ebooks might be something you can get as PLR, if you even know what that is. Sometimes people here's a business somebody will do. They'll take a group of PLR ebooks. So, like, you can do this. Anybody can do this, but this is for entertainment purposes only. Don't do it. We're just talking some BS here. So anyways, I don't give any financial or legal advice. Don't listen to me for that. This is just entertainment talking. So for entertainment, you could, let's say for shits and giggles, maybe you could get some ebooks. I've seen people do this. That's why I'm saying this. Get some ebooks, some PLR, and then you build a system where people, I don't even know if this is legal, first of all, but I've seen people do it. So don't do this or anything. Just forget I even told you. So what they'll do is they'll make a system of levels. So let's say you buy into level 1 for $10, maybe, and they'll give you like a PLR ebook that supposedly gives you some great information. So what the product you bought is this ebook, and it might be some ebook that's 10 years old that they just got on PLR, and it's outdated information, or they might have really, put some good stuff together and gave you some quality materials, but it's still all you're buying is an ebook. You don't actually have a product, but you do. Might not be something everybody wants, but it's like filling the requirement of this level of needing to purchase something. Okay, so let's say you pay $10 and you're in level 1 and you bought this ebook. Well, then maybe to get to level 2, maybe you got to pay another $20, and now this level's you're gonna get 2 more ebooks. So your knowledge is just expanding like crazy with all these new ebooks you're reading. You're advancing through the system. You get to level 3. Level 3 is another $30. So you spend $30, now you get 3 more ebooks. So I mean, you're just reading ebook after ebook. And not only that, you get the opportunity to sell these ebooks to other people. And then you get so much commission per level when people buy this. And like, let's say you're just level 1. So this how some of these work. If you're just like level 1, you'll get the commissions from that level. But if like people come in under you and you're only level 1 and they start buying level 2 and level 6 stuff, you don't get those commissions. It's the people on those higher levels that get those commissions. So, they just stack it like that and have things set up like that, and call it a business and make websites that look cool and everything, make it look elegant or something. So that's really not a business, in my opinion. And if you just go search for those ebooks, you can usually find them on like a PLR site. You can just go buy the ebooks, probably cheaper than what these levels cost. So anyways, people do stuff like crazy stuff like that. Okay. And then what else weird stuff have I seen? All right, I've seen somebody put a product out for $1. Like, this is legit. This, like, somebody put out a product for like $1. You go to this product, so you pay your $1. So I did, because I just wanted to see what actually will I get for $1. So I pay this $1, log into this system, and what do I get? It's all this like old products that this person had before, but since the products are so old, they're talking about different things and there's links to stuff, and then you actually go like to the links where the crucial information is located, and they're dead links because these might be 6-year-old programs or older, and things have moved on. Things, especially in this, when we're looking at this kind of stuff that I'm talking about, and if you don't know anything that I'm talking about, then you're not in this world of this stuff. If you are in this world of stuff, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And there's a big thing where things disappear all the time. You're doing something one day, next day you go, it's gone. That whole site's gone. So, and things that stay around a long time in this industry are the ones that I feel can be trusted. So that's why I use GDI, Global Domains International, as my main business, because they've been around, I think, since 1999 or something. It's been a long time. They're still going. And the thing is, it's a legitimate product. What we're dealing with is web hosting and website builders, WordPress, stuff that people use. and the pricing is real competitive. I mean, it's $10 a month, so it's a great product, a great stable product. It's a real product. It's not no scammy ebook or something. This is a real product that people need, because people need a web. If you're on the internet, you need a website. I mean, if you're doing this type of stuff, and there's many uses. I'm building mini sites on mine because I need more than one website. I need 100 websites. So each time because I have new ideas every day, because it's all infinite. Everything is infinite. I could think of a different song every day for Suno or for whatever, I could make 10 songs a day if I want. It's infinite. It's just the mind is infinite. So I can make infinite websites. I might just have an idea for a website tonight. Well, if I do, I have a place to make it on my GDI. So, if you're an artist, maybe you're a writer, you write books or something. What else would you? It's anything. Maybe you make mouse pads, right? You're printing these mouse pads like this one. Cool freaking mouse pad right there. You wish you had this mouse pad. So if you're making these mouse pads with Bigfoot on it, then you need a place to advertise that. So you could have your own website and you could collect leads on there and everything, people that looking for mouse pads. There's just all kind of uses. And then you get your own email too. I'm not using that feature yet, but I'm using the crap out of the website hosting. I don't even know how many sites I made. Somewhere between 6 and 10, I think. And I can keep going. Just depends what ideas I get. Anyways, so we're doing the what is this? Mudball News. We are on Substack using the recording studio feature of Substack. And we've just been staring at this Hungry for Hits page all night for no reason, just because I went to that tab. But nothing wrong with that. I could have been surfing. Let's see. This is how you surf. This is a traffic exchange. See if I'm still logged in after I sat that long. It's going to be like, you're logged out. No, it might take me to the surf. There we go. Some of these will log you out fast. So anyways, is that all the news? I mean, what's going on here? Last night we made this song. Tonight we're making a video. What's this? A notification. New comment. What a post you're following. So that's a very active post, that one where they're rating people's songs, because it's hard to get people to listen to your songs. So that's a popular post because everyone's putting them in there. Last time I looked, there was 156 in there. So the person that made that post has so far had to listen, I think, to 156 songs to rate them. So that's a lot of songs. I don't know what it's up to now, but it's sure an active post. Oh, I can tell you this, one more thing. Something active, I'll tell you. If you want, I'm in something called Faxo, Faxo. So I just joined that a couple weeks ago. It's another social media platform, but it's very active. And like when I post something, I seem to get a lot of attention to it. So, I mean, it's a very active place. Might be something to check out if you're into different social media programs and want to see something new. Or it's new to me. I don't know how old it is, but Faxo. Checking that out. I did what I do earlier. I pushed my my video for the MF Boooyahh. I pushed it up on TikTok. So I shared it on TikTok from Suno. So now that's up there on TikTok. We'll see if it gets any traction up there. I don't monetize the song because I can't, because I'm a free member of Suno. I don't even know if this is working, man. What are we at here? Record this.